welcome to Natural Powers. Today I'm reviewing my very first set of tarot cards for you. So I bought these on eBay and I didn't want to spend more than $10 on a deck of tarot cards because this is my very first deck and don't know how many readings I'll be doing yet. I just wanted to learn and hold the cards, and I have some tips and tricks for you as well as a review of this tarot deck. So eBay is one of my favorite places to buy stuff, especially because I've sold a lot of stuff on there over the years. I love buying stuff on eBay, especially gemstones, as you can probably tell. So I got this deck for $10, and it even came with a book, but none of it is in English. It is all symbols. I don't know if you can see that, but you know, it was cool to have the book, I guess. So I'll tell you how I dealt with that in a minute. These cards turned out really cool. They're about playing card thickness, so not too thin, not super cheap quality. They turned out really good for $10. I was completely pleased with these. Definitely pleased with these. They have a matte back, a matte finish, which I love. And the fronts are not only shiny, but they're holographic, and they have the classic tarot card pictures, which is really what you want to learn how to read tarot. You want to see these classic symbols and stuff. I know the other decks can be really fun and really cool, but if you're serious about wanting to learn like traditional tarot card reading, you want these pictures. But having the little holographic flair in there, I was so pleased with. So I like these cards. They turned out great. And to read the cards, since they didn't come with a book and I haven't memorized all these yet, I use an app. I really loved Galaxy Tarot because not only would it let me browse the cards, so if I pulled cards for you, then I could look each one up, but it would tell me, what every symbol on here meant, the keywords for the card, the definition for the card, and then, like I said, I could look up like what every symbol meant and how some of them were like relevant to the size of the picture, like the mountain, the size of the mountain in the background meant something specific, and the symbols are same for all the cards. So looking through those little symbol definitions helped a lot. So I will list those apps that I used in description below. I just used the free version of both of them and had all the information that I need. So you do want to cleanse your cards or sage your cards before you do readings, and you want to, I really like when a card flies out during a reading, it needs to go in your reading. It wants to be in that pull. And then you really just want to learn some layouts, learn what they are, like past, present, future for 3 cards, or look at some, if you want to do a big layout, it's no big deal. You just want to look up what order the cards lay out in, and I'll throw some thumbnails up for you here at the end that show you those, so you can save those thumbnails. I'm going to make them for you, so they're mine, and you're welcome to copy them, save them, use them, whatever you'd like to do. So I was totally happy with these for $10. Sometimes your guides don't like it if you read cards for yourself. So it's good to have a friend that will read for you. So the thing I liked about Galaxy Tarot app was that they had a card of the day. So instead of giving myself a reading, I would usually just read the card of the day, and I really loved that. I would say like 80 to 90% of the time, the card of the day helped me out so much. And if I really was feeling stuck or needed more insight, then I would actually have the app pull up a spread for me, and instead of like picking from the cards, because it'll just show you rows of the backs of the cards and you can tap on the ones that you want. I did that a few times, and I would actually like kind of feel a tingle in my finger over certain places, and that worked well, but often I would just have it randomly choose the cards for me. Some of those symbols can be like relative to size, like I know the castle in the background. Let me see if I have one. Or mountains in the background, or a ship in the background. It would tell you that, that size has something to do with the meaning. Like, the mountain would represent the size of the challenge you're facing, or the ship would represent the size of something you're dealing with, and the stillness or roughness of the water in the background could represent just how difficult of a situation the tarot cards are explaining to you. So that would be like the best tip would be start with an app, get familiar with your cards, or just get familiar with, reading some of them for yourself, and then when you're ready, find yourself a deck. Like I said, I spent $10 on these. They're great. I really like them, and shuffling them, they are bigger than playing cards, so kind of this little drop shuffle is really the best one because I really don't want to bend up my cards, so I really like this one. And I wouldn't start with any upside down cards. Really, there's 74 cards in here. Like, it's going to take long enough to memorize all of the cards and all of the symbolism that dealing with upside down cards, not really necessary. I mean, I've never had these cards fail to offer me a perspective on what I was asking for, and I really don't see the need in having them upside down. There is every situation you could think of in these 74 cards. Like, if you want more insight, I would just do a bigger spread. And the only thing you need to look at when you're choosing a spread, I mean, if you do like a 3-card spread, you're going to have like past, present, and future. But when you do like some of the bigger spreads, you just want to make sure you're laying them down in the right order and then reading them in that order as well. Like some of the crosses and big relationship spreads, they're going to go in a certain order. So you're going to want to lay them down in order and then to read them in order as well. And you do want to sage your cards or cleanse them in your preferred way before each reading. And as well, just, do this when you feel balanced, when you feel good about it. Be open to the energy that you feel. It might be some of your psychic energy, like I'm claircognizant, so if I was doing a reading for you guys, I would really just want to be open to any thoughts that might come to me while I'm doing this reading. And I also like to have my gemstones around. I actually keep my cards in the box and on my gemstone tray, and right by my gems, especially like right by my selenite because it's cleansing, so that they're ready kind of whenever I want to use them. But I would sage them before doing a reading for anybody else.